Body 1. Ay, sorry.
Sarap.
Ano yun? Keme lang B.
Kaya lang me.
Keme
Alam mo
lang B.
yun.
Bakla ka talaga, alam mo.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here in a very special podcast. Today we are recapping your favorite dating show in the Philippines. Kasi isa lang naman ang dating show natin, di ba? For the queers. So we are here today for the Sparkspectives. Ayan, and joining us today is a special guest. Let us welcome Miss Momo!
Hello po.
Wow, napakadalagang Pilipina.
Oo,
Yeah.
talaga, totoo naman. What? Totoo naman?
I mean, I didn't lie.
Oo, pero bakit ikaw yung nag-intro? Is this the way I find out I'm getting
sorry,
fired?
hindi pa ba nasabihan?
Hindi. You are watching the Sparkspective, the show where we recap episodes of your favorite Filipino reality dating show, Sparks Camp. Of course, you're here with me, Momo, and we will be recapping episode 4. Yes, bongga ang episode 4, kaya kailangan i-recap natin with a very bongga social butterfly as proven by this very funky tie-dye shirt. Kaya naman, let's say hello to Kyle Adlawan.
Hello, good evening! Wala ba kayo mga kamay dyan?
Oh, diba?
Diba?
Straight from season 2. How are you,
Correct.
Kyle? Thank you for coming on.
Masaya! Thank you for having me today.
Yes, I love it. Kumusta? How has it been since being on season 2?
I didn't expect it to be so big, or at least parang I didn't anticipate it. So parang nagbago talaga yung buhay ko.
Yes, and in what ways?
Siguro ano lang, hindi lang ako sanay na parang the recognition, I guess, in terms of like, uy, kilala kita, ganyan.
Ang ganda no, like sometimes people approach you. Does that happen?
Yeah. A lot. And then they always tell me yung parang impact nila on the show, ganon.
Oh, wow. So nagre-recite sila ng mga iconic lines
Oo,
mo.
lagi meron pupunta ka O-bar, biglang, Kyle, I see you.
Life has so much twists and turns, but this is the most beautiful one.
Bonggang-bongga talaga yan. Episode 4, ang dami nangyari, but we will get into that in a bit. But right now, I do want to talk about your participation in the second season of Sparks Camp. How was the entire experience?
Hala.
Especially because, full disclosure, nandito rin po si Jairo Aguinaldo. Sa
Ay,
paligid.
hello!
But how was the experience on that second season?
Hala, demure lang ako doon.
Ay, talaga ba?
It was a very chill, honestly, I would say it's like my biggest, it's the biggest part of my life. One of, at least. Oo.
Bongga naman yan. Why would you say that?
Super memorable experience. Parang lahat ng mga hindi ko akalaing gagawin ko. Charing!
Oh
lang.
my God, girl! I mean, memorable din siya for us. Especially because I do think, sinabi ko to when I was interviewing Jairo 2 episodes ago, it was, may push talaga for diversity that season,
Yes,
which
oo.
made for a very interesting edition.
Correct.
Pero ang napansin nga ng mga tao, hinanash talaga nila yan on social media, na medyo parang may diversity. Pero ano ba nangyari sa experience mo as one of the more diverse picks?
I guess siguro it wasn't something new naman to me. To be honest, parang syempre we always get to see na parang, the ones who are on the more accepted socially. Sila talaga yung mga binibigay pansin. But, I think that's why I auditioned din for the show, sa totoo lang. Kasi parang I wanted to showcase na parang minsan yung mga personality picks, they can win us also, di ba? Especially in love.
Yes, that's very true. And also, mirror din naman siya on a positive note. It's mirroring things that happen in real life naman for queer individuals.
That's why I really like my season. Like, I know it's a dating show. I know it's a reality show. But again, reality nga, di ba? So I think it should really mirror what's happening at the moment. But
100%. And also, upward din naman yung trajectory natin.
spoiler alert.
So for those who have not seen Sparks Camp Season 2, what the hell? But also, panoorin nyo kasi nagkaroon naman ng growth and flowering moments.
Huwag din na panoorin, naiya ako.
By the way, I'm always really curious to know kasi ako as someone who works also in the creative industry, mahilig akong mangulimbat sa mga set ng kung anik-anik.
Okay.
Did you steal anything? Steal talaga yung word from your set.
Pwede bang take home lang? Ate, hirap naman ng stick.
Take a kulembat.
Kulembat. Mating. Sabi ng yung mga production people, sabi nila, 6 a.m. yun, nag-wrap up na yung shoot. Sabi nila, sir, kunin nyo na lahat. Tatapon na namin yan. Adis kami ni Zuhair. Fun fact, after filming 6 a.m. after the party, sige, kuha kami ng box, kuha kami ng tig-iisang utensils. Tapos yung dinilipad-lipad ni Mother Mela sa beach, kinuha din namin yung rainbow flag. Ayun, meron na akong museum sa bahay.
Oh, diba? I love it. Itayo nyo talaga, bibisitahin ko.
Ay.
Alam mo, fun fact, yung mugs na nakita natin, which napansin ko lang ngayong episode 4, are the same mugs.
Same mugs.
From
So,
season
oh.
2. So sa lahat ng campers ngayon, this season, sa tingin mo sino gumagamit ng mug mo?
Feel ko si Kim.
Si Kim.
So nag-indirect lips na.
Agad. Well, you know what? We're already talking about it. So let's
Charot.
get into the happenings of episode 4. Are you ready, Kyle?
Ready na.
Are you ready to get shady? Shady?
Shady.
Hindi naman shady, but we're gonna get really real.
Ay, okay. Gusto ko yan. Be real. Be real, girl. Be real.
Yes. Okay. Or,
Alam mo yan.
may talent din po kasi
Alam mo
si
yan.
Kyle na i-impersonate si Mother Mela.
Ala, hindi ko
Oh,
kaya.
sige. Sige nga, kunyari si Mother Mela ka. Mother, are you ready?
Here in Sparks Camp, we are always ready. Charot ng mother!
Mother
Mga
Mela,
unfollow.
oh. I love it. Ako sana mag-guess si Mother Mela dito.
Yeah. But has anyone told you actually sound like Mother Mela?
You're probably like the 17th person to tell me that. But that's such a great compliment. I love Mother Mela.
Yes.
Please come on the show, Mother.
Oo. Why not?
So let's get into it. At nababanggit na rin naman natin, I keep saying this is a really hot cast. Pero Kyle, right now, on the spot, so far, sino ang mga bias mo for this season?
Okay, good question. I have 3. So, of course, yung number 1 ko, yan, I'm sporting my tie-dye shirt. I love Harold. Siya talaga ang star ng season na to.
Narrator.
Oo. I swear, like, pag siya talaga nasa screen ko, tawa lang ako ng tawa. Very angel galang.
Yes,
Tama,
Angel
mali?
Galang of the season. Tama.
Diba?
I love that for him. Kasi talagang yung energy niya pag nagkukwento siya, it's very real. It's very masa, so relate naman sa atin.
Yes.
But at the same time, merong honesty.
Yes, no, very authentic talaga.
Very authentic. Sino pa?
I love Kim, of course. Kim. Very, charming, very chill. And what I like about Kim, super mature siya for his age.
I know, kasi I found out that he
How old
during
is he?
filming, he was in his early 20s. Which, wow, for the way he behaves, mature.
Correct. More mature than some older campers. Charot.
More mature than me, to be totally honest. And I'm like 74 years old.
Ay, akala ko 73 lang.
Oh,
guys.
girls, death becomes her.
I like Andrew. Yeah, I love Andrew. You know, bakit nga ba? Pero I see myself in him. Super chill, very real, very unapologetic. Taga-US kasi siguro. Charot lang. Tama na yan.
Hindi, pero I think kasi unexpectedly, because of the way he looks, I assumed for him to be a certain way. Pero sobrang big Mare energy siya eh.
Correct.
Diba? Parang sarap niyang kainuman.
Correct.
Okay, let's get into yung sparks giving for this episode. So isa-isahin lang natin yung mga kung sino yung nagbigay kanina, sino yung walang nakuha, or sino yung maraming nakuha. So let's start with the fact that Joer gave his spark to Edward. For me, not surprising whatsoever.
Yeah, very latag. Nakalatag siya.
Yes, but what do you think of this couple?
It's giving Kyle from season 2. Charot. Very harutan, ganon.
Totoo naman. Importante naman talaga ang harutan.
Correct.
From your perspective as a season 2 camper, how important is the harutan kasi on the show?
Kung walang harutan, walang pag-uusapan.
Tama, di ba? Parang yung quotable quote ko from last episode, para magka-sparks, kailangan ikis-kiss. Totoo naman, paano nagkaka-spark, di ba? How do you make fire? Moving on, let's go to Julian na nakatanggap ng bato. Kanina, because we were watching it kanina ni Kyle, nung walang spark si Julian, sabi ni Kyle, felt.
It's very triggering lang.
Kumusta yung experience of getting no spark, especially for you?
Honestly, parang, alam mo yung na-anticipate mo na, pero masakit pa rin.
Right.
Tapos kailangan, kasi everyone's looking at you, nadyan si mother, parang, pero instant masakit sa puso. So parang nakita ko yun sa mata niya, na parang, ganyan siya, pero parang, aray, sakit.
I know, kasi parang din, I feel like you go there expecting to meet people and parang isipin mo, at least one is gonna connect to me.
Out of 8 or 10, di
Oo.
ba?
So, but how did you handle it? Especially for you, medyo it went on for many episodes.
Wala spoil. Charing. Well, ako, to be honest, walang eme-eme. Kasi how I do dating kasi is very trial and error. So, thankfully for me, medyo sanay na ako sa rejection. Like, I know for a fact na I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So, parang, carry naman. Pero, in a global scale, siguro. Or in a more public way, parang, shocks. Ganun pala yun, no? Parang, shit.
Yeah, and it was on TV. Like, you were being filmed.
Correct. Tsaka maalala to forever.
Yeah.
Imagine mo yung grandchildren ko, wala kang spark.
Grabe. But that's really, I know that's also a beautiful part of the experience kasi that's an experience that people can relate to naman.
And it's really part of dating talaga.
It is really part of dating, rejection.
If we don't know how to take rejection, parang we won't get to properly date then. Like, it's really part of it. Finding love is being rejected in some ways or some form.
Let's move on now to Ants, who got 2 sparks.
Ay, sana all.
O, diba? Nakuha niyo yun from Julian and Kim.
Yes.
How did you feel about that? I expected that Julian would give it to Ants kasi parang
Yeah,
the
yeah.
previous episodes,
Yeah.
bet niya talaga si
Correct.
Ants. Can't blame him. Kim was a little bit of a surprise kasi he gave it to someone else.
Yeah. Oo. He give it to Julio, I
Julio,
think.
yeah.
I think yung kay Julian, parang, ay okay, at least, di ba, very loyal siya. Oh, kung nasa season 2, bet yan ni Zohe.
Hi, Zuhair.
Pero si Kim, very nice. Kasi parang you get to see parang may connections building up di ba?
Yeah, it was very interesting kasi napansin ko yan when they did the wrestling challenge.
Yeah.
And may parang, I think Ants kasi picked Kim. And sabi ko nga dun sa episode, sabi ko parang pinili niya para maglandian sila. And parang nag-start nga.
Opportunista.
I won't blame him.
Yes. I mean, if I were given the same opportunities, go.
So I wonder how Julio is gonna navigate that thing, which we will get into a little bit later. Now let's go to a very obvious, Andrew and Callie, they gave each other spark.
Let's talk about that. Parang may mga sound bites sila Parang may, I was not sure. Ay, ate!
As obvious as the pairing was, meron nga, like, may mga inkling na parang dati they were very solid, but something did happen nung moment of truth from the
Correct.
previous episode na parang may misalignment.
But you know what? Here, like, as much as fans tayo, parang syempre we want them to end together. To be honest, now I'm thinking about it, parang it's so real. Because this is a dating show, hindi naman to marriage show, di ba? Hindi naman to 90 Day Fiancé, di ba? Kasi you're allowed to parang accept or not accept some parts of the date. Sometimes you're allowed na, ay, baka hindi to match for me. And it's okay to really think twice.
Yeah, because it's speed dating. Sabi nga ni Hyro,
Correct.
it's a speed dating process. And so, may mga madidiscover ka down the line na baka medyo magda-doubt ka nung connection niyo ng partner niyo. So, it was very fascinating to see play out right in front of all of us. Right in front of all of our salad.
Pero bakit, I was wondering, why did Callie say na nagdadalawang isip siya?
Very interesting, no? Kasi
diba?
parang I think it was more of, like, di ba tinanong niya si Andrew na parang, sure ka ba?
Were you in a relationship?
Were you in a relationship about that? Kasi yung fantasy niya was, like, parang pipilahan siya, right?
Hindi, kasi parang ayaw niya kay Andrew was
Nagbabathhouse.
nagbabathhouse. Naku, what's wrong with bathhouse?
Ay, gusto niya nga ng pilahan siya.
Yeah, so parang may disconnect. Di ba parang, di ba same lang din?
I mean, I don't know. Kaya nga dapat si Callie mag-ano dito sa show.
Okay, Callie,
Explain
defend yourself. Yes.
Yung si Aaron naman, mabenta. He got 2 sparks. I was
Deserve.
really surprised.
Yeah,
I mean,
oo.
very good looking.
Correct.
Pero Harold was one sure one.
Ay, pero ang maganda yung sa kanya, parang you don't know who gave it.
Oo, di ba? Hindi niya pa sure yung sino yung isa. Pero di ba, Harold was
Yeah.
one for sure. In-expect ko yun. But the other,
Si Julio.
very surprising.
Surprised, yeah. Hindi ko na-gauge na bakit si Aaron yung bibigyan niya. But he said he is very attractive. So I mean, I don't kumbaga parang super sure naman. Very valid.
If there's one guy na makakakuha ng sparks this
Because of-
time around,
It's Aaron.
it's Aaron.
Correct.
Give natin. At this point, we had 2 campers left na hindi pa nagre-reveal, which were Julio and Harold. So,
May pa-suspense ang mga
may
producers.
suspense pa, pero parang
Oo.
for me, medyo na-vibes ko na kung sino yung meron at sino yung wala.
Oo nga.
Oo.
Parang hulang-hula na natin as view.
Oo, unfortunately, Julio, who is such a daddy, did get 0 sparks. Bato din. Pusong bato.
Bakit bato? Bakit may bato?
Hindi ko nga alam. Nandito yung producer, tanungin mo.
Bakit nga ba? Bakit may bato?
Para pag inalog.
Para kunyari may laman.
Hello?
The mind games. Grabe talaga yung mga producer.
Oo.
Parang hindi producer. I did feel a little bad for Julio. I think because may part sa kanya that expected na meron siyang makukuha just because he did have something last
Going
time
on.
around. Well, now you
Correct.
spoke about a little bit yung mga ganyang expectations. Anong message mo kay Julio dahil nangyari to?
Julio, at least nakakuha kang isang spark ng first round. Sa mga fast 0 talaga ate.
Oo nga. Totoo naman.
Like me. Charot.
Well, si Harold did get 1. We all know kung kanino yun ang galing.
Kanino? Charot.
Kay Mother Mela. And I actually am still very fascinated dun sa connection nila ni Aaron just because hindi ko talaga siya nakikita.
I didn't expect it also.
Diba?
Oh. Kasi, parang wala lang. It's just it's like a surprise match, no?
Yeah, parang kasi I feel like I noticed Aaron to be very observant, very calm. And then Harold is like the opposite end of that.
But I think that's the beauty of it.
Oo, yin and yang.
Di ba? Usually, di ba sabi nga nila, opposites attract.
Yeah, or like, at the very least, you complement each other.
Correct. Pero tsaka sabi rin ni Aaron, he likes funny guys.
Ay, oo, totoo naman.
B.
And ako rin naman in general, like, guys who make me laugh talaga.
Such a plus point.
Right?
Di ba?
So, let's move on to the activities na ginawa nila.
Ay,
I
oo nga.
wanna fast forward to the challenge. And this was a very, grabe, survivor-coded challenge.
Correct. Oo. Endurance.
Endurance challenge, like palambitin talaga. What did you think of the challenge?
Alam mo, fun fact, I heard na dapat yung challenge nila was supposed to be in our season.
Yes, kinonfirm ngayon ni Jairo Aguinaldo, the creative producer, na dapat daw for season 2 yun.
Laglag na laglag ang
Well, how do you think you would have performed?
Oh my God. Honestly, feel ko kaya ka manalo. Ito chika from our season na. First time ng season namin may endurance challenge.
Yes.
May sabi ko, oh my God, they wanna give it to the buff guys. Di ba? Siyempre, it's a endurance challenge. Bibigyan nila kay either Paco or Zuer. So sabi ko, oh, sige, let's mess up the producers. Charot. ako magla-last longer. Pero ayun, hindi ako nanalo.
Deserve.
Congrats, Uni.
But sometimes that really, I think that's what people don't realize with these contestants is they are in the show for the purpose of the show, but also a lot of things are going on in their heads. Parang, what are the producers trying to get me to do? A, B, and C. How was that experience for you on your season?
Naku, honestly, parang nakaka-rattle talaga siya ng mental health kasi you don't know what's in store for you. Like, hindi mo talaga alam kung anong ibibigay sa'yo or anong mangyayari talaga at all. So parang lagi you're always on your toes. Ganun yung feeling niya. Lagi nga tinatanong sa akin actually. Share ko lang. Parang laging tinatanong, is the show scripted? How many % of it was scripted? Lagi sinasabi, B, hindi ako nagka-mental health problems para sabihin mong scripted yung show.
Pero that is not to say doon hindi mo kayo inaalagaan.
No. I meant na everything that happened talaga. Yes, and alagang-alaga kami. Wait lang. Let me clarify mental health issues from what happened, not because of the doings of the producer.
Tapos na yung season mo, nandito pa rin ako, ha?
No, pero on a serious note, I think na-interview ko si Pipoy, I've been able to have conversations with some of the past campers. Ang sinasabi rin naman talaga nila, the show is stressful, pero talagang supported naman sila.
Yeah.
Because it is a reality show. With any reality show, meron talagang stress na mararamdaman yung mga Bumalik na siya, di ba? Kasi clarify natin.
Angkin niya yun.
No, but I hope that the audience understands that na parang sometimes it's so easy for us to have judgments or opinions about certain contestants, but it's such a pressure cooker experience. But like that was a kind of a hot challenge anyway, especially
Correct.
with all the biceps na napatrabaho.
And ang daming pakilikili.
Kulak, totoo.
Sinong pinakamasarap na kilikili for you?
Edward, girl.
Ay.
Parang nainggit ako. Nainggit
Okay.
talaga ako. Parang gusto ko magpunta sa mga derma bigla. Parang, Edward, what's your secret? What's your soap? What's your lotion? What's your deo?
Pero yung kay Edward kasi clear diba?
Yes, clean and clear, girl.
Ako kasi mahilig ako sa mga hairy. Yung parang kay
talaga.
Paco. Ganun.
Love it.
Yung kay Aaron, maganda yung pits niya.
Talaga?
Yeah.
I honestly didn't notice that much kasi yung mga lambitin nilang na-bother ako talaga. May mga nag-unggoy levels talaga doon.
Correct.
What did you think of that strategy?
It's giving, yun nga, may pinaglalaban, sabi nga ni Harold.
I think it's the same way din ng wrestling challenge. Alam ko na a lot of those na may nahanap ng connection really want to win the challenge because they wanna go on a date. Oo, talagang pinaglaban ni Harold although hindi nag-succeed.
Correct. Sabi nga nila, kung mahal mo, ipaglaban mo.
Trinay naman.
Yes.
Hindi lang nagwagi.
Correct. Like?
Hindi, pero I saw naman that Edward was very, very serious.
Correct. Even Julio and Ants, diba? Sila yung mga strategy talaga.
Yes, and talagang makikita mo sa faces and sa arms nila na gusto talaga nilang manalo. Do you think that it was because of different motivations? Kasi obviously, Edward probably wanted to go on a date with Joer. But I felt like Julio wanted to like maybe repair the experience of not getting a spark.
Correct. I think dahil yan sa zero spark siya. So parang it's a way to step up talaga.
Mas gusto kong malaman yan from Julio's talaga.
Yeah.
So,
Julio, ano nga ba
when
ang
you have
reason?
time, Julio.
Bakit ka nang bitin ng ganong level?
Yes, correct na ako. Alam mo, in-invite na natin lahat. Magiging panel show na to, girl. The View. The View to ng Sparks Camp. Yung price nila is a very, very cool spa date. What do you think of spa dates?
Oh my
Flo?
God, yan yung napanalunan ko last season.
Oh, diba? Perfect match. Wait, first of all, what do you think of spa dates in general?
Buti hindi nanalo si Kali. He hates the spa and the bathhouses, di ba?
But I like spa dates though.
I love spa dates.
Oo, pero parang it's not, I feel like for a first date, medyo complicated siya. For me, maybe for like a 10th date, pag talagang you guys really know each other.
Gets. Pero I mean, it depends. Pero ako, parang kaya naman yung first date sa spa.
Talaga?
I mean, like, pamasahe kayo together. Tapos, ayun, matutulog kayo.
Well, ako, it's a little too intimate for me.
I love
For
spa.
your experience naman, nung sa spa date mo on your season, how did it go?
Oh, it was so... Actually, I didn't expect it to be so vulnerable. Like, that spa date allowed me to really learn more about Alan. And eventually, di ba, we became mutual sparks at the end.
And honestly, up to now, how is the relationship?
No, we're okay. Tapos, syempre, of course, the pressure of reality show, it didn't work out nga, so medyo nagka-rocky, pero we were able to rebuild naman.
But you remain good friends.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
of us are good friends naman.
I love also that you talk about vulnerability because I think it's hard to connect with someone. Ganun nga, it's a speed dating show, so everything goes really fast. And to open up so quickly is something really special, which I noticed in this episode a lot, especially with Kim and Ants. What did you think of that development?
Surprise.
Right?
Pero may spark.
Meron
May
talaga.
chemistry. Parang magjujugjugan sila. Charot. If may chance, di ba? Basta may lagkit eh.
I mean, they look good together, but also I felt like, kasi Kim felt very reserved in the first few episodes, so I felt like it was gonna take a little bit of time for him to open up.
But also, I like that Ants was the one who approached him. Di ba? Parang, ay, kilig, di ba?
And I think,
Oo.
I mean, one of the other campers said that, na parang, ay, buti na lang nag-approach ni si Ants or something.
Kim said it.
Yeah. Kasi parang, I guess he wouldn't do it himself.
Exactly.
So it kind of worked out.
I'm seeing it. Like, I ship.
I
Di
can
ba?
see it.
Do
I
you
can
ship
see it.
them?
One interesting thing na makapapanood lang ng viewers sa I Want cut of this episode was meron ding interaction si Ants on the opposite end of the spectrum. A
Yes.
little bit of a confrontation.
With
Kiskisan with Harold.
Harold.
So yung issue nila was there was the terminology thrown around that did not sit well with Ants,
Ants,
which
correct.
was, parang being malambot.
yes, marshmallow daw siya. Tama ba?
Or something like that. And
Yeah.
how do you feel about that kind of situation?
I mean, for me, like, to be honest, I'm not the most masculine or the most feminine. But I usually would like to say, like, I'm in the middle of the spectrum. So being somewhat, like, I guess, on the feminine side then, parang, wala lang. For me, dapat hindi kinakahiya yun. Pero I do understand there are people, like Ant siguro, parang, na I totally get it eh. Kasi we're all told na, you know what, being gay is wrong.
Yeah, he said something to the effect of bagahe niya kasi yun eh.
Gets naman. That's his personal experience eh. Even me ako kasi kumari ako, putting it on my shoes, parang I was in an exclusive boys school.
Oh, wow.
Tapos parang, ay, lalamya-lamya yan. Actually, you know what? Come to think about it, parang the word bading nga, it's so hard to say before for me.
Yeah.
Ang hirap kasi it's a slur for me eh.
Yes.
I grew up knowing that the word bading is a slur. So maybe it's like that for Ants then. Na parang, ay pag sinabihan kang malambot, ibig sabihin you're weaker.
Yeah.
But there are shows like Sparks Camp that show na, you know what, there are people like Miggy, like Bong. These are very powerful, strong, feminine gay people. And that's okay.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. And I love that conversation also happened in the I Want cut. So if you guys want to see that version of it, just watch the I Want. Bongga yun, na nangyari yung conversation yun. Really, really beautiful conversation. Another interesting conversation that happened was, napansin ko din, was Aaron was kind of stirring the pot this episode.
He's giving Don. He's giving Brigading.
It's giving brigading. I'm just
I'm
steering
steering
it.
it.
I'm just steering it, diba? And ano yun parang I wanted to focus on the parang growing relationship nila ni Harold, but my gosh, I love that he was
Nawindang
asking
ako.
the right questions. Katulad mga tinatanong niya kay Julio.
Correct. And kay Julian.
And kay Julian. Kay Julio muna.
I'll go.
he was asking, ano na feel mo na, ano?
Nakakaloka,
what did you feel of that whole thing?
It's giving, parang confessionals lang. Pero ibahagi mo sa buong group.
Yes.
Ate, tama naman. I support this.
Tama naman, di ba? Parang, I think he was asking then, na parang, nakikita mo ba yan? Si Kim, Keme. So how do you think Julio was feeling at that time?
Kung ako yun, tama ka na dyan. Joke.
Di ba? Bakuran mo or something.
Oo. Eto na. Chill ka lang. I got this.
To be fair, nanggaling din naman kay Julio yung words na torpe daw kasi siya.
Yeah. Maybe it's his way. Maybe it's Aaron's way to push Julio. Would you say that?
I guess may ganung point. Maybe they have a good friendly relationship na parang I want to be the wingman for this dude.
Correct.
Baka may ganun. Pero also baka purely pot steering rin, which I live for.
Yes, we support brigading.
I mean, diba? I mean, the brand.
The branding.
Hindi, tsaka last week nanghingi kami dito sa sana may mag-agawan. Baka ito na yung opportunity.
Okay. So, kung may magagawan man, thank you, Aaron.
Pero, if you were in that situation yourself, how would you have handled it? Na parang, mayroon akong nahanap na connection and then parang napepeligro siya.
Nangyari yan sa akin dun sa show. Honestly, it's such a shitty feeling, sa totoo lang. Pero wala, Kebs. So ako, ang ginawa ko, as gay, sabi nga ni IC sa podcast mo, last episode, gays should know how to pivot. Diba? So, yun, kung hindi ako bet ng bet ko, edi maghanap ng kasunod na bet.
Yes, and I feel like may ganun rin ng level si Julio na gagawin eh.
Abangan natin, di ko alam.
Maybe he's gonna change his prospects.
Yes. And that's interesting. Sino kaya? Who do you think would Julio like next?
I'm not sure. Kasi parang feeling, hindi naman sa exclusively si Kim lang nakikita niya, but they had mutual sparks the last few episodes. Tapos, pag tinitingnan ko yung lineup, parang hindi ko alam kung sino yung mabebetan niyang next.
And come to think about it, Julio is kind of like social butterfly, no? Parang he's like talking to everyone talaga.
I mean, nandun nga siya, parang tumutropol na siya dun.
Correct.
Kay Harold.
Sabi niya nga, 5-some daw, ate.
Why not?
Or G na yun.
Go! Diba? Pwede ba yun? Bongge talaga yung naganap ng mga pot steering. So sana next episode, mas marami pa yan. Now, at this point, it's midway through the experience. Now, I know na parang may mga na-establish ng mga connections.
Dami na.
Oo, pero
daming ships.
Watching 2 seasons of this show, I know that a lot of these partnerships are subject to change.
Correct. As you can see from my season.
Diba? Sa tingin mo, sino yung stable? Sino yung may chance na medyo mabuwag ang connections?
Okay. Parang unstable si Kyle Andrew eh.
Really? Kahit meron silang misalignment na parang...
Yun kasi may para, baka hindi to para sa akin. And yung sa last part, Andrew was talking to Kim.
I know.
What was that all about?
So may mga bagay.
May pa ganon. May ganon.
Yun ang hinahanap nating lahat. Teleserye levels.
Wala pang love triangle na yan, no?
I mean, lahat sila short hair, so hindi ko alam paano magsasabunitan. But Edward and Joer, well, nalaman natin because they are gonna go on a date. What do you think of the Julio Kim Ants Kineso?
Parang hirap sabihan. Parang it's too hard to tell pa.
Right.
But yung feel kong lalayag, parang feel ko solid talaga. Would you agree with me, Like Harold and Aaron.
Solid yan. So far, again, we don't know where this is gonna go. I do agree na sila yung parang, if I was gonna bet on any couple na aabot
Bet
sa
on your
dulo,
baby.
Yes, I'm gonna bet on those babies. Aabot sila sa dulo.
And they
na
will?
ang baboy.
And they will make babies.
Paano, girl? Now, ang aabangan natin is the connection between Edward and
Yes.
Joer because they will go on a spa date. Although I will say, mas gusto ko yung approach ni Kali nung in-ask out niya si Andrew for the date. It was very cute. It was like, I don't usually do this, but like, keme.
Parang kinilig ako for Andrew, di ba?
Super kilig talaga sila for the first 3 episodes.
Pero kinilig ka ba for Joer nung in-approach siya ni Edward?
Well, hindi ako kinilig nung nag-announce lang si Edward na si Joer pinili ko, guys.
Yay!
Parang yay, gano'n.
Well, I think kasi expected na kasi. Parang
I
wala
guess.
nang wow factor.
Totoo naman.
Pero then again, expected din naman yung kay Andrew and Kali.
But like, it's not like I viewed it as a bad thing. Mas kinilig lang ako talaga sa approach ni Andrew and Kali. Although, to be fair, may moment din sa episode na ang cute and ang hot ni Andrew and ni Edward and Joer. Talagang meron silang sariling...
Nag-uupuan sila doon.
Nakakatawa yung soundbite ni Harold.
Harold.
Akala ko ba?
Akala mo top siya?
Top si Ken. My gosh, Kyle, ang ganda ng episode. What do you think of episode 4?
Pero mas maganda ka.
Ay, naku, alam ko naman yan.
Tama yan.
What do you think of episode 4? Kumusta naman?
It's I feel like this episode is a bridge to building connections and parang linking the campers together.
Wow.
Pero feel ko meron pang push pa, kaya pa.
I love that this episode, parang pinaglalaro natin ng episode ito. Kasi
Correct.
parang sinusundit nila tayo na, couples
Sila.
yan. Pero
Biglang-
couples nga ba talaga sila?
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kyle, for joining us
No,
for reviewing
thank you.
episode 4 of Sparks Camp. Kumusta yung experience dito sa SISNE POP?
This is my first time here. Oh my God, it was such a nice experience.
Yes.
Super fun talking to you, Momo.
It was so fun chatting with you, Kyle. Kumusta? Paano ka susubaybayan ng ating mga viewers?
Yeah, you can catch me on my socials lang. I'm just here, guys. Calculator, R, ayan. Like my abacus necklace. Calculator.
Wow, ang hirap naman nun.
Di ba? Math. Mag-divide ka dyan.
Alam mo naman na math is not the strong suit of the gays.
Actually, hindi ko rin alam. Di rin naman ako magaling mag-math. Pero bakit calculator?
Well, masasagot natin yan maybe in the next episode. Thank you so much, Kyle! And that was another edition of the Sparkspective. Bongga talaga yung episode 4. So I'm sure mas bobongga pa yung episode 5. And it's coming up soon. Next week, we will have another extra special Sparks Gap guest to review here in the Sparkspective. So para hindi niyo yan ma-miss, of course, please like and subscribe dito lang sa SISNE POP, where you can find pop culture content at ang kagandahan ng mukha ko. So don't forget, okay? See y'all next week. Bye!